you please rise, and gentlemen, remove your caps as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to today's matchup between the 8th seed, the Poplar Bluff Mules, and the number 9 seed, the Kennett Indians. I'm Chris Hotchkiss alongside Jeff Limbaugh. We'll be bringing you all of the action here, all 13 games of the SEMO Conference Tournament. You can watch right here on the Sykeston YouTube channel. We appreciate you being with us. Should be a good one here, 8-9 matchup. Kennett comes in already, partner with 3 wins on the season. They're 3-0.
Yeah, that's going to be a big plus. Already 3 games in your book. Let's see how quickly Poplar Bluff will adjust with that.
Kennett wins that opening tip, and they will score the first points here in the SEMO Conference Tournament.
You know, Kennett really stepped out in the tournament last year, Chris, came alive and were a factor in the SEMO Conference. A lot better than a lot of folks thought they would be.
Back-to-back threes. First one was off the mark by Webb. Second one no good by Hardeman. The rebound cleared by the Indians. Glad you're here with us. Your home for the SEMO Conference Tournament here in 2020. Hey, I'm just glad we're able to be here and be bringing you these games and the games taking place. We're going to get a charge call on Hamlet.
Poplar Bluff starting over too, Chris. Lost a lot of senior leadership, but their offense going to go through Joseph Hardeman. He's a player, one of the better guards in the SEMO Conference. Tough to see how these guys adjust to this 10 o'clock start.
Yeah. Early start here. 4 games, as we said, we'll be having.
Sure. Both of them pretty far away, maybe 2 of the farthest drives in the conference. So they had to get on the bus really early. Both of them did.
That's a very good point.
It'll take them a while to get their legs under them.
Third 3 of the game off the mark, so Bluff code from the three-point arc.
Yeah, content to 3.
This is Poplar Bluff's first game. They were supposed to be in that Fountain City Classic up in DeSoto, and that got canceled. We get a foul.
New coach for Kennett, too, Corbin Clark at the helm. Took over for Andrew Hallfield. He did a great job for Kennett last year. Moved on to Florida, and Corbin Clark from Kennett got the job at Kennett. I don't know how many football players Kennett got, but Kennett's football season was extended.
Yeah.
So they're just rounding. Well, they got 3 games in already. I think they played in the Gideon tournament. Were champions of the Gideon Classic.
Shot off the mark, but an offensive rebound for the Mules. Now, we've got 4 games here for you. We got a morning session, and then they're going to clear everybody out. Is that 3 balls off the mark? They're going to clear everybody out after the morning session. You've got this game, then you've got a very nice first-round matchup with Sykeston and Charleston.
That's not for the championship?
No, that's in the first round. That's a 3-6 matchup.
Those teams have met in the championship more than they've met in the first round.
No doubt. At Hardeman to push it up. Missed it. 2.5 minutes in this game, and Poplar Bluff still looking for their first points.
And their first shot that wasn't a 3. Hardeman with the penetration. That's what they need to get more of.
Yeah, I'll finish that thought. So they're going to clear everybody out after the Sykes and Charleston game, and they'll disinfect and clean the field house, and then we'll come back at 4 o'clock for 2 games tonight. We get a 3-second call. So 4 games in all today here at the field house. If you can make it out. Hey, there's tickets still available. Digital ticketing. There's been an article about it. There's links posted out on social media. You go on Sykeston's Sykeston.org, the SykestonR6.org, or the school's website. On the athletics page, there's links there where you can go and buy digital tickets.
There you go. Limiting capacity, but you still get out, get a chance to watch it.
Yeah, 50%. So there's going to be around 1,000 folks that are allowed in for each session throughout this week.
Him playing with good position, just couldn't finish.
And we're going to get a foul, a loose ball foul on that rebound. So Kennett scored an early 2 points, and then we've went through a little drought here. Is that 2 on?
Yes.
So
2 on Hamlet, Harley Hamlet.
We're going to take a timeout here by Poplar Bluff. We'll take it with them. 4:41 left first quarter action. Kennett leads it 2-0. Back to live action, midway, first quarter action.
Bluff's almost halfway through. They need a bucket.
Yeah, they need a bucket in a bad way. As we said, this is Poplar Bluff's first game of the year. They had a tournament canceled already at 3 ball off the mark.
Another 3. Got to get some inside part of your game, too.
Jeff, guess who I've already heard from and is watching us from the Memphis area? He's a loyal follower. Justin Tanner. There's a bucket. First one of the year for Poplar Bluff. Hey, we're gonna say this, and I'll talk about it a lot throughout the week. We're gonna do our best job we can. We know 2020 is a different year. We're thankful for being here. That shot's off the mark, but we're gonna get a couple free throws. But kudos to Coach Andy McGill. I know he's put a lot of time into this tournament. There's a lot of different protocols that have to take place and everything. We're just hoping to get in all 13 games this week and get 13 good competitive games. Mr. Steve Beidler, he does a fabulous job. Also, I know Steve has put in a ton of work this week to get everything ready for these streams and and on the YouTube channel, and I believe that Go SEMO Fiber on Local 95, they are also they're hopping on, and they're streaming our webcast. So if you've got that internet through them, Lloyd Rice and his crew down there, very supportive of local high school sports. You can also catch this webcast on that.
Yes. Interested to see how that works.
Just over 3 minutes left here. First quarter action. Hardeman drives baseline. He thought he was fouled as that shot ended up short, but we are going to get another foul on the Indians, and I believe we got 2 more free throws coming up here for Nick Brummett. First free throw off the mark for Brummett.
Remember Brummett played a lot last year for the Mules.
And his second free throw is off the mark, but they're going to get an offensive rebound and a foul on the floor. That was a good job hitting the glass there by Chance Campbell. And a 3-point bucket by Campbell. That's the first 3 of the game knocked down. Unofficially, I believe Poplar Bluff's 1 for 5 now.
Their first lead.
Bluff's really turned up the defensive intensity on this possession right here. 2:30 and change left, and they get a steal.
Bluff's got a good crowd here.
They do have a nice crowd here, and they're going to lose it out of bounds and turn it back over to Kennett. Yeah, you're right. Bluff's got a very nice crowd here.
Combs had the angle, had the break, had a step, and just lost a handle on the way up.
And they're going to turn it right back over to the Mules.
Yeah, good pressure out there by Poplar Bluff's Chance Campbell. Knocked it off the Kennett defender. So a nice little Kennett run here. Poplar Bluff run, I should say.
Slashing to the bucket and got it was Rivers. Sit from behind, ball on the floor, and we're going to get a tie-up. Bluff coach right underneath us was trying to ask for a timeout, but they didn't have possession, so it's going to be a timeout for Kennett now as they'll take a timeout on this alternating possession. It's a 30-second timeout, so we'll just keep it right here. Again, I'm Chris Hotchkiss, Jeff Limbaugh. We're glad to be bringing you all the action here this week. 13 games, 2020 version here of the SEMO Conference Tournament.
So after today, we'll have 2 games every night except for Friday.
Which is championship only. That's exactly right.
Which
and I think, the conference as a whole made this decision to have these 4 games today. A morning session, clear it out, clean it, and an evening session tonight. So then you could just have 2 games a night with your championship game being scheduled for Friday night at 6. That's to kind of limit the fans in here. So each night you're only going to have 4 teams play. You don't have to worry about 6 teams playing.
Right, and that's good in our world like you're talking about.
And, so it's going to be 1,000 tickets. They're out there on sale each day. The tickets are going to go on sale for that night at noon to the public. So if you're looking to buy tickets for Monday night's game, you can hop on at noon on Monday, and that's when you're going to be able to buy tickets for that evening. And your ticket will be good for all 4 games each night. Nice jumper there by Darion Combs. By the way, this is the 15th annual SEMO Conference Tournament.
7-0 Poplar Bluff run, and they get a turnover here.
Yeah, they were down 3-0. And is my or 3-2 and then went on the 7-0 run.
This tournament is more like it's the athletic directors of the SEMO Conference,
yes.
And Coach McGill's kind of like being the host school here, the ramrod of it. But all the schools have a say in it. And,
no doubt.
That's why it's such a good tournament, trying to please everybody.
Turnover gives it back to the Indians. Hey, I'll be and we'll talk about this tonight whenever Jackson plays. But you got a SEMO Conference football team playing for a state championship this afternoon. Jackson is up at Helias High School, and they're going to be playing at 1:00 today for a Class 5 football state championship. So good luck from the SEMO Conference to Jackson.
No doubt.
I've got the Indians winning
team.
that.
Yeah, a team that's any better than Jackson. Wow, they're pretty good.
Foul on Rivers. That's his first. 2 free throws coming up here for Micah Welton. He's the 6'5" senior for Kennett Indians.
That stops the, 7-0 run that
yes,
Poplar Bluff had. Kennett had a successful football season.
They did. Ended up losing Cardinal Ritter, right, I think, in the quarterfinals maybe.
Right.
Or
And they're good always.
3 ball, up and good for Webb, Darion Webb. His first
Keep
3 of the
shooting
game.
them, I guess they'll go in.
Poplar Bluff up 12-4 as we go inside 1 minute left here. First quarter action. First round, 8-9 matchup. I think it's actually labeled the play-in game. The loser of this game will get the loser of the 2-7 matchup, which is Jackson and New Madrid, and the winner will move on to play Cape Central on Monday night in first round action. And that's a turnover, gives it right back to Poplar Bluff. Speaking of the winner of this game, getting Cape Central, I look over and I see the Cape Central coaches over to our left doing a little scouting. The assistant coaches, at least, are here scouting today.
Well, where else would you rather be on a December morning?
Right here, SEMO Conference basketball. 3 ball, good for Chance Campbell.
Second 3 are for the game for Campbell so far.
Yeah, so Bluff started off cold from 3, but they've really heated up here in the last 4 minutes, and we're going to get a charge. I thought maybe we were going to get an and one, but a second charge taken.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I agree with you. Right below us, Hempling, he was trying to stay away from the contact. I thought he did a good job of that, but referee says it's a charge. That's 2 now on Hempling. One of the better players for Kennett will have to sit down with those 2 fouls.
That's the 5th team foul against Kennett here in this first quarter. Let's see if Bluff will want to hold for the last shot here. 15 seconds left. It looks like they will. They want this last possession here of this first quarter. Slashing to the bucket, lost it on the way up. And now Bluff's going to get a desperation 3 at the buzzer, and it goes.
Down it.
Darion Webb got the 3 at the buzzer.
After getting the steal.
And that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Poplar Bluff leads Kennett 18-4. Back after this 60-second break, you're watching SEMO Conference basketball here on SPS TV. Chris Hotchkiss Jeff Limbaugh back here as we start second quarter action. Hey, partner, one thing I forgot to mention on our webcast, you'll see in the top left, all first quarter, First State Community Bank. They are one of the online sponsors that make this webcast happen. You'll see there's 4 different sponsors that make this webcast happen. We're going to rotate them every game by quarter, but shout out in that first quarter to First State Community Bank as being a supporter. Matt Tander and his crew down there, they always support SEMO Conference athletics.
Nobody loves high school basketball like Mr. Matt Tanner.
Yeah, and we know who Matt's rooting for. They support the SEMO Conference, but we know where his alliance is.
After a slow start, Poplar Bluff's heated it up.
They have.
That's what happens. You miss a lot of threes, but when you make them, you pile up the points.
That was on Welton. That's his second, isn't it?
Right.
For the Indians.
Indians got 3 guys now with 2 fouls apiece.
Wow, it's something to keep an eye on here. Early second quarter action. Hardeman attacks the basket and finishes with the left hand.
Wow, what a pretty athletic move. See a little bit of his athleticism. As you said, finished with that left hand strong. Watched him play for a long time, Hardeman. His brother played as well for Bluff.
Brother is at Three Rivers now, isn't he?
Yeah, if
I
he hadn't
believe.
graduated, and Dominique, he's been playing well for him.
And another bucket by Hardeman. He starts on a personal 4-0 run here, and Kennett forced to take another timeout. We'll take it with him. 7:07 left in the first half. Poplar Bluff leads at 22-4. About 60 seconds gone here in this second quarter. Bluff has extended this lead up to 18, 22-4.
It's like a 22-1 run, isn't it, Chris? Something like that for
I think
Poplar
so,
Bluff.
yeah.
They were up like 4-1 at one point, or 3-1. Playing good defense.
They sure are.
Spread out.
Yeah, that's what I was getting ready to say. Good ball movement. Really spread it out well. 3 from the top of the circle and got it to go.
That's the third 3 of the night or afternoon for Chance Campbell, Chris.
Morning.
They got a morning. Kennett's got to come out and make some adjustments. I don't think he can sit out there and let them hit those wide open threes. Now they've decided they're going to make them.
Philo was no good there for Welton, but he was Philo, the big 6'5", with the offensive rebound. Couldn't get it to go, but he's going to get a couple of free throws.
That's a third? Is that 3? Or
they're going to change the foul to Hardeman, I think.
yeah, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, Bluff's really ratcheted up the defense here after those first 4 minutes. And 2 more free throws coming up here for the Indians.
That's 2 quick fouls on Joseph Hardeman. In the bonus for Kennett the rest of the quarter.
To the free throw line, number 34, Ben McMullen.
I just saw walk into the field house Ron Klutz. Good to see Ron. He's getting his seat
No
set
doubt.
up over to the right.
Another guy who loves basketball, sights and basketball for sure. Ben McMillan's first points. He's a 3-point shooter. Been pretty quiet for Kennett, at least here in the early going. They're going to need his point total.
Three ball off the mark. Hey, again, each one of these games are going to be streamed on Sykeston's YouTube channel. They'll have their own unique, I don't know what you call it, link, I guess, their own unique link for each and every game. But you can go to Sykeston's YouTube page and you can see those links. And we typically are going live for each game, probably about 10 minutes before. And Lloyd Rice and his folks, they'll also have it on their local 95 SEMO Fiber channel. Thanks to him for hopping on our stream and putting it on there for the folks that have SEMO Fiber. I wonder if Lloyd's going to be an official at any game for us this week.
Let's hope so.
I think he probably will be one of the good officials in the area. And another turnover caused by that Poplar Bluff defensive pressure.
Lloyd's probably camped out somewhere watching it right now.
He probably is. He's critiquing us. I don't blame him.
I like his cable. I got it.
You
personally.
got it?
I
There you
do.
go.
SEMO cable.
And we're going to get a stoppage. Asking somebody to tuck their shirt in.
$25-6. Kennett really struggling. I thought they looked good early, Chris, but, I mean, the Mule defense has really stepped up. Kennett staying in that 2-3 zone.
Dribble penetration, kick out, shot in and out, no good. Offensive rebound. Putback wouldn't go. Now Indians finally clear.
And some bad turnovers.
Yeah, I'll say they promptly throw it away. 5:10 left here in this first half. It's been all Poplar Bluff after those first 3 or 4 minutes. Bluff didn't score for about 3 or 4 minutes, but once they got rolling, they hadn't stopped yet.
Thought Kennett with the 3 games might have an advantage, at least in the first half. But it looks like a whole different.
That's a good point.
Looks like Poplar Bluff's the one that has 3 games under their belt.
Hey, you've got the same setup with game number 2. Charleston's coming in, already played 3 games. They're 2-1, and they're going to take on Sykeston, who hasn't played yet, and it's a new-look Sykeston team. I think that's one of the biggest question marks I've heard from people, around is, how Sykeston going to be this year? You're getting a lot of those questions right now. Bulldogs haven't played. Going to have a little bit of a new look this year.
There's a lot. I mean, I'm interested to see how Dexter is. Dexter gets a 5 seed. That's time for Dexter to make a statement that they belong in the SEMO conference. And you got a Cape Central squad that lost as much as Sykeston did, and they're still a 1 with good coach Church. And you always got Jackson and Coach Scott. They're going to be big.
Yeah, they're a 2 seed.
It's a toss-up. Charleston, they're young, starting over, but this team that Charleston's bringing out here, they don't lose. They haven't lost in JV. They haven't lost in high school or junior high. And they're just a winning program over at Charleston with their new coach, Jamarcus Williams.
Long-range 3 was off the mark. I think
and New Madrid with their freshmen.
Yeah.
I'd like to see some of these freshmen I keep hearing about that Coach McFerrin's got at New Madrid, and they're a 7 seed. So
talking about Charleston as a corner 3, little short. I believe Danny's still an assistant coach sitting on the bench, right?
Danny doesn't move. He just sits there and watches the game. I've never seen a calmer Danny Farmer as
he's
the
probably
assistant
enjoying
coach.
it.
I know the referees are probably glad that he's just an assistant now.
That's a good point.
Bluff got a good look there, couldn't get it to go.
Yeah.
Kennett needs to get on a run here. They need to get in to make this thing competitive.
So Kennett got 2 points here in this,
yeah,
or 1 point in the second quarter. 1 point.
Good pass there, back door.
Yeah, that's a nice little pass on a backdoor cut and bucket for Tanner Duncan. Quickly back, 3 ball up, in and out, no good. Rebound cleared for the Indians.
Blue Jays just arriving. See them in the far end corner.
Stripping a steal. And count the bucket and the foul on the far end from us.
Rivers with the steal. I thought he was slow. I said, what? Take off, get the bucket. But he knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
He was trying to draw that and one that he did.
Team foul number 7. Basket was good by number 3, Gavin Rivers. Now shooting 1 free.
Bluff already with 6 guys in the scoring column, so they're going to distribute their points.
Get a foul on the out-of-bounds play. Yeah, Charleston, they are over there. We see them coming in now for their 11:30 matchup against Sykeston. Hey, Jeff, we do have the email up and going also. If anybody's interested in emailing in to us, it's webcast@sykestonr6.org. We're going to try our best with everything going on, but we'll try our best to kind of answer any questions or, let the folks know who's watching. But it's webcast@sykestonr6.org if you'd like to email in to us. They're going to say it's off Poplar Bluff, and it stays with Kennett.
Definitely the right call, right below us up here.
After that missed free throw. Kennett to inbound it just to the left of their own bucket. Just over 3 minutes left here in this first half. First game of the 2020. The 15th annual 2020 SEMO Conference Tournament. Good steal there, and a layup on the other end by Combs. Combs just stole it and took it.
Bluff made it tough to get it inbounds. There were 2 times they couldn't get it inbounds for Kennett on their out-of-bounds play underneath their bucket.
Bluff playing well here in the first half of this ball game. That shot off the mark, and we're going to get a loose ball foul against Duncan.
Just one of them, I missed the shot, so I'm going to go foul somebody. We'll walk down the other end, shoot some free throws.
Saturday start here to the conference tournament. First time I think we've started on Saturday. Normally starts on Monday night, but trying to spread these games out a little bit. I think it was a good decision by the coaches and athletic directors from the 9 area SEMO conference teams. Free throw good.
Just got to be glad to be playing, aren't we, after all we go through? And maybe we'll get the SEMO Conference Tournament in. And
yeah.
Just got to take it day to day.
Both those free throws are good. Boy, a very pro Poplar Bluff crowd here early in this season. And the Mules want to get out and run after that missed shot. Nice pass on a cut. Couldn't finish, though. And we're going to get a travel, and Kennett's going to give it right back.
Kennett just bogged down, just all of a sudden just bogged down offensively. Open look.
Corner 3, got it. That's Gavin Rivers. His first 3, isn't it, partner?
Yes. 4 different guys have hit 3s now for Bluff.
Foul on the floor. Just over 2 minutes left here in the first half of this ball game.
They like getting it into Hemfling. Seems to be where they're most comfortable. Kennett is in the half-court offense. Watch this guy, only a sophomore, this Hemfling, Chris. And keep getting better and better. There's nothing like growing up playing SEMO Conference basketball. Watch these guys like Hardeman for Poplar Bluff when he was young and how much better he is each and every year. And remember Fred Thatch playing in this tournament for Sykeston, just stepping up year after year.
And a turnover gives it back.
And we've had some good players in this tournament.
Hey, we talked about those 4 sponsors. We'll mention them throughout the games in the weeks. First State Community Bank, you saw their logo up there in the first quarter. The second quarter, you see the Allen Wire Next Step logo up in your corner. Allen Wire, a big supporter of the Sykeston and the surrounding community also. Thank them for their generosity.
Big employer of our area.
They are. Employ about 375 folks.
Foul on the Mules, Gavin Rivers, his first. Team foul number
I get a check from them twice a month, which is nice.
It's always nice. Tanner Duncan at the line. He's got 2 points, his first free throws of the game.
Got that first one to go. Hey, this is the first year that that Coach McGill and the SEMO Conference did these online advertisers, giving them a little bit of time during the games and logo up there. I assume that we will continue that next year. So if you're a business out there and you would, like to hop on and support in the future, I'd get a hold of Coach Andy McGill at Sykeston High School. He'd be more than happy to talk to you about how you could support this tournament in the future.
Get hits like they call. Is that what they still call them, Chris? Hits that people watch from all over the area?
Sure.
Mr. Byler used to keep up with how many people checked in on us.
Yeah, we can look at that and tell. A couple more free throws coming up for Poplar Bluff. 71 seconds left here in this first half. First free throw up and good. Brummett. They couldn't get the second, but an offensive rebound for the Mules. That was Rivers tracking down that offensive rebound. He'll take a long-range three off the front rim.
Inside of a minute, and Kennett yet to be in double digits.
Wow, good point. Nice up and under move and finish there for Henfling. Henfling, a 6'3" sophomore.
Poplar Bluff showing they might play for the final shot here in the quarter, and Kennett's going to let them.
Yeah, a little surprised with that Kennett doesn't come out and give
trailing
a little.
By 25.
Right, come out and give at least a little token pressure.
Kennett needs to go in that locker room and decide they want to match Poplar Bluff's intensity. It's been all Mules.
Three ball, good by Campbell, and that's going to bring us to the end of the first half. All Poplar Bluff in this first half. They lead it 39-11. We'll step aside for this halftime break. When we come back, we'll bring you second half action. You're watching the 2020 SEMO Conference Tournament on SPS TV. Hey, welcome back. We're still here at halftime, and Jeff Limbaugh's got some first-half stats.
Let's start with Kennett. They had 5 players in the scoring column. Not much scoring. Ryan Hempling led the way with 4, 3 for Tanner Duncan, 2 points for Ben McMillan, and 1 point each for Anquan Hill and Micah Welton for Kennett's total of only 11 first-half points. The Indians were 4 for 9 from the free throw line in the half. For Poplar Bluff, a little bit more scoring. They had 7 players in the scoring column. Chance Campbell hit 4 threes in that first half to lead the way with 12. 6 points each for Webb and Rivers and Hardiman for Poplar Bluff. 4 points for Darian Combs and Gage Rivers, and 1 point for Nick Brummett for Poplar Bluff's total of 39 as the Mules were 4 for 7 from the free throw line here this morning, this afternoon, late morning, early afternoon. Poplar Bluff led it 18-4 at the end of 1 and outscored Kennett in that second quarter 21-7 to lead it here at the half, 39-11. How about this number 8 team in the tournament? Poplar Bluff with 39 first-half points.
They don't look like the 8 team in the tournament right now, do they?
No.
Not at all. It's Kennett's ball to start second-half action. Yeah, it's weird being here on a Saturday morning. Turnaround jumpers off the mark. Saturday in the fall, we've still got a college football going on, so there's some college football games. I know I'm going to be trying to, during that Sykes and Charleston matchup, I'm still going to be trying to keep a little bit of an eye on Mizzou, Arkansas. Also, hopefully the Tigers get a win over the Razorbacks.
Coastal Carolina and BYU.
Yeah, that'll be a good game today.
Also a good basketball game. Who is it? Gonzaga and Baylor.
Is that game today?
Noon. Yeah, today at noon.
Hey, what about that Mizzou win against Oregon?
That was a good win.
That was a good win.
Yeah, we ain't seen that in a while, have we?
We have not. 3 at the top of the circle.
Good start.
Yep. Good 3 right there for Hamlet. Hamlet was hampered with foul trouble in that first half, so had to sit quite a bit.
First 3 of the game for Kennett.
Turnaround jumper, yeah, nice touch.
Ben McMillan.
'20 15th Annual SEMO Conference Tournament. Glad you're here with us on SPS TV, your home for all 13 games of this tournament. Coach Beidler and his crew do a phenomenal job. A couple of good looks there for Bluff, but couldn't get it to go. Ben Klein up here with us all week also. Being our technician here this week. And Hardiman, a throw down the left-hand jam.
So if you had third quarter of the first game for the first slam of the tournament, collect your money. Joseph Hardiman showed us a little bit of hops.
Couple minutes gone here in this third quarter, and another charge taken by Bluff. I think that's a third charge that they have taken.
That's 3 now on Hamlet. Just a lot of standing, a lot of trying to back to the bucket, trying to get closer for Kennett. Got to pass that ball around this defense.
Bluff leads it here still, 41-16. Mid-range jumper, good. I get 43-16.
14 for Campbell to lead both teams in scoring. And
have a game. Campbell. Putback wouldn't go. Hey, again, we got the email open, webcast at sykesandr6.org. Ball on the floor. Kennett's going to keep possession, but a nice block there by Campbell. Ahead to Hardiman. He's going to throw it down again. Now he just lays that one up and in. He decided to take the easy route when he got there in the air.
Now you got the numbers, go.
Kennett coaching staff wanting a foul there, and now we're going to get one off the pass.
Foul on the Mules, Darion Coates, his first. Team foul number 1.
It's a first on Coates.
This is the play-in game. The winner gets the pleasure of taking on the Cape Central Tigers, the number 1 seed of this tournament.
That game will take place on Monday night, 6 p.m. Loser gets the loser of Jackson, New Madrid. That's our 4 o'clock matchup today. Nice give and go there, and another finish by Campbell.
Good decision. Got it over to Campbell. Rewarded his teammate for running the floor.
And another steal for the Mules. And we get a foul before the shot.
Foul on the Indians, Riley Spencer, his first. Team foul number 2.
Bluff matching up on this out-of-bounds play.
Mid-range jumper, couldn't get it to go, but they got the offensive board. Baseline jumper wouldn't go for Campbell. Another chance, nice pump fake, and a finish by Brummett. 3 chances there for Bluff, and they got it to go. Now we're going to get a foul on the double team.
Camden Crafton, the 5'8 junior, number 5 for Kennett. He's getting indoctrinated into the SEMO conference with this Poplar Bluff pressure, having to handle the Mules pressure.
And a steal and a bucket for Combs. And another foul.
Foul on the Mules, Darion Coates, his second. Team foul number 3.
(51-16). Didn't expect this.
No, did not.
That's a Kennett team came in 3-0, winners of the Gideon tournament.
3 minutes left in this third quarter.
A lot of fouls, seems like.
Foul on the Mules, Nick Brummett, his second. Team foul number 4.
Foul on Brummett for the Mules. Loose ball, going to be saved, but into the hands of Bluff. Here comes Rivers. Three ball off the mark. And another foul. Foul starting to pile up a little bit here on Bluff in the middle part of this third quarter.
Bluff attacking that ball, reaching in, trying to strip. Sometimes you get the ball, sometimes you get a hand.
Bluff in that full court press, full court man-to-man press. Corner 3 is open, couldn't get it to go.
Kennett just doesn't have a guard out there that can handle pressure as of this time to me. I mean, and Poplar Bluff feels it. That's why they're attacking anybody that wants to bring the ball down the floor, making it so hard.
Runner off the lane is good for Hardeman.
Hardeman now with 12.
Three ball. Couldn't go. Rivers wants to push.
Good pass.
Yeah, nice pass up to Brumman, who lays it up and in. Boy, Kennett's getting some point-blank looks and finally able to clean it up off the glass for Henfling.
Yeah, the sophomore guard, number 10, Davis for Kennett. Nice move, but couldn't finish.
A lot of different looks there, just couldn't get it to go.
Foul on the Mules, Gage Rivers, his second.
16 foul now already for Poplar Bluff.
They lead it big, 55-18.
Still picking up that pressure.
We'll have a running clock if this holds here in this fourth quarter.
Let's see how the sophomore handles the pressure here for Kennett.
Tied up, looking for some help in the double team, and we get a 10-second call. That gets the Poplar Bluff coaching staff up on their feet. They're happy.
In the SEMO conference, if you can't handle pressure, you're in trouble.
Yeah, I would agree with that statement wholeheartedly, partner. Mid-range jumper off the mark. Cleared by the Indians, though. Henfling, turnaround jumper, got that one to go.
Still playing strong, the 6'3 sophomore for Kennett. He's got 8, 4 in this quarter.
Top of the circle, got it. Darian Webb.
That's his third 3.
All of his points come from the three-point arc, didn't they?
9 threes already for Bluff.
Wow. Shooting it pretty good here in their first game of the season. As we said earlier, Bluff comes in, first game, 0-0. Kennett came in with a 3-0 record. I think it was the Gideon tournament that they won last week, wasn't it?
Yeah. There was Campbell and Gideon going on. I think they were in Gideon.
And couldn't lay it in at the buzzer. That'll bring us to the end of the third quarter. All Poplar Bluff. They lead it here 58-20. Back after this 60-second break, you're watching the 2020 SEMO Conference Tournament on SPS TV. Chris Hotchkiss, Jeff Flimbaugh back here as we start fourth quarter action. We'll have a running clock, at least to start this fourth quarter, is Poplar Bluff with a big lead, 58-20.
Mules outscored Kennett, Chris, in that third quarter, 19-9.
Corner three, got it to go. Another one there for Darian Webb.
And three-pointer number 10 for Poplar Bluff. Wow. So they showed they started out missing early, didn't they? Remember, Chris? And ended up got 10 and counting.
Going to get a block. That was one of those 50-50s. I was wondering how they were going to call that one.
Foul on the Mules, Joseph Hardiman, his third. Team foul number 7.
That's a third on Hardiman.
Basket was good by Kennett's Darian Davis. Now shooting one.
It's going to stay with Kennett.
Sykes and Charleston right after this.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one.
Most times ever met in the championship, those two teams, they meet in the first round this year.
It's a 3-6 matchup this year. We've got the 8-9 matchup going on right now.
First tournament for Jamarcus Williams at the head coaching spot.
And a big block by Hardiman. Good job getting back on defense. And a turnover is going to give it right back.
Poplar Bluff just beating Kennett down the floor. Just watch that guy just dribble and left 3 Kennett Indians behind him. Luckily for Kennett, he was called for the travel. Bluff and Cape. I've seen a lot of SEMO Conference Tournament Bluff and Cape games that they've stalled.
Yeah.
Remember all that?
Yeah, there was a game a few years
You think
ago.
his Bluff team wants to stall this year?
No. I do not. Bluff took them 3 or 4 minutes to get going and score, but I tell you, once they did, they have not looked back at all. (61-25), all Poplar Bluff in this game. Got 142 folks online viewing with us right now.
There you go.
Appreciate them being on.
Wow. Look like John Moran out there. One of his range jumpers.
It's going to stay right here with Bluff.
Kennett takes on the loser of the New Madrid County Central Jackson matchup.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued with New Madrid County Central. Our old buddy Jeff Ross says they've got some talent down there in that young group.
They're young.
Jeff knows his talent. I
Sure
can't
does.
hardly wait to see New Madrid County Central play. I don't know how many of those freshmen are playing. I would imagine a few.
61-25. All Poplar Bluff. It was right underneath me.
Foul on Kennett's Riley Henfling, his third. Team foul number 3.
That's a third on Henfling.
Both teams substituting here with the clock running.
Corner 3, left it a little short. Randy's RX is our online sponsor. For
Randy
this.
Ackman. There's a good
Yep.
fan right there,
No
Randy.
doubt about it. Like
Randy
to
loves his high school basketball.
thank him and his crew. That's where I go for all my prescriptions.
Randy's a
our
good
family
guy.
does.
He could play back in the day, Randy, if you're listening. I vouch for
Could
you.
he?
He could play.
There you go. I'm not surprised with that at all.
Team foul number 4. To the line for the Mules, shooting 2. Number 20, Jadarius Pig.
Randy's a little older than I am, and that's pretty old, isn't it? But I remember Randy. Takes guys like Randy to help with this tournament, too. A lot of people come together and help sponsor a good tournament.
Runner off the mark. Rebound, Kennett. $1:30 and counting left here in this first round matchup. 8-9 between Bluff and Kennett.
That sophomore guard played well. He's got 6 in the quarter. Kennett's looking for that one ball handler. Maybe it's his sophomore, Darion Davis.
Put back, good for Duncan, Tanner Duncan, on the missed free throw, but he was able to get the rebound and put it up and in. Oh, left him wide open underneath for Cannon Carr, and Carr, that was too easy for him. Runner in the lane off the mark. Inside 40 seconds left now. And we're going to get a travel and a turnover.
Inside of 10 seconds.
And that whistle probably going to bring us to the end of this game.
Team number 1 in the books.
And that will bring us to the end of the game. Congratulations to Poplar Bluff. They win it 63-29. We'll step aside, and then we'll come back. It'll be a new link out there for the next game, which is the number 3 seed Charleston Blue Jays taking on the number 6 seed, the Sykeston Bulldogs. That wraps it up from game 1. Thanks for watching SEMO Conference Basketball on SPS TV.